Let's move on to our second main topic today. And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by Michael, who writes, "Hey John, big fan. Thank you so much, Michael. So there's been no promotional material, posters, or trailers for Godzilla vs. Kong yet. What does this mean for the film? Is it going to be delayed? Maybe the studio has lost some faith in the film due to the poor reviews of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and a smaller than expected box office haul. Thanks." All right. Thanks for sending that in, man. And look, let's preface this by something. I often get a lot of questions from very worried people, Rob. Very worried, concerned people.
We're dealing with very worrisome issues, John.
Some very worrisome.
These are big deals.
These are big deals. Issues of, John, X movie is coming out in just 7 months, and we haven't got a trailer yet. I mean, listen, you think I'm being facetious, but I'm not. I've gotten those panicked emails from movies that are 10 months away.
3 in the morning. I don't know what's going on.
And by the way, John, we're not, these are pressing issues of the day. I don't mean to make light of our viewers.
They affect our daily
where's
lives.
my No Time to Die trailer, yo? What's
that's
up?
Right. Where's that? So I am often the one that's going, guys, you're talking about commercials. You're talking about a commercial. Where's my commercial? Don't worry about it. I've been saying for a long time, studios have had too long of a lead time for a lot of years on how much they market and how early they start marketing. And we're seeing them starting to correct that. That window is starting to get a little bit shorter. There are some exceptions, but there you go. So I'm always the one saying, everybody relax. Relax. But I got to admit, guys, in this situation, even I, the one who's always telling people to calm down and relax, even I'm starting to raise an eyebrow a little bit. Listen, Godzilla vs. Kong is not Queen and Slim. It's not Parasite. It's not some smaller budget, little artistic film that, we can sneak in and do well for what it is and then slip out, hopefully doing well for what it was. This is a tentpole by design, big blockbuster film. At least they hope it is. And normally with these, you want to give a little bit more, you'll invest a few more marketing dollars, you give a little bit more of a ramp up, all that kind of stuff. We are in the 3+ month now range. It's under 4 months, a little over 3 months. So over 3 months, just over 3 months, until this movie's supposed to come out and hit theaters. The lack of a trailer is not on its own a major concern to me. What does become concerning is when you have the lack of a trailer combined with no posters, no announcements, no events, no anything. We have heard nothing. And I'll tell you what this is starting to remind me of, Rob. It's starting to remind me a little bit. It's starting to feel, and I'm not saying it is the same situation. I'm just saying it's starting to feel a little bit like that Daisy Ridley, Tom Holland film, whose name, the name of it eludes me right now, where it was supposed to come out, and also we got to within about 2.5 months of when it was supposed to come out.
The Doug Liman movie.
The Doug Liman movie, whose name is still eluding me, and going, it's 2.5 months, and we're still not hearing anything. And then what eventually happened? We heard that it's actually the movie's a bit of a disaster, and they've pushed it off. Could be up to a year. And then that's what happened. And I'm not saying that is the same situation that we have now with Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm just saying it's starting to feel ickily like it. It's starting to feel on a very icky level a little bit like that. Because even I who say, relax, guys, or just talk, I'm starting to wonder what's going on here. Rob, listen.
Chaos Walking.
Chaos Walking. Thank you, Aaron. That was the name of the film. Rob, so let me ask you first. Should we be raising our eyebrows at this point, or are we still theoretically long enough out that, nope, nothing to see or hear yet? How are you feeling about it?
Well, we are getting into the end of the year, and I think that there's a lot going on. There's craziness happening. There's Oscar candidates being positioned. True. There's a lot happening. The ramping up to Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. There's a lot of really interesting films coming out in the next month. I think for this, and I'm only trying to play devil's advocate here because I'm hoping. I love giant monsters. I've loved kaiju movies my whole life. I love Godzilla, King of the Monsters, as anyone knows, because it's a throwback to Toho's movies. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Godzilla versus King Kong. The Toho box set came out from Criterion 2 weeks ago of all the 15 Godzilla movies from the Showa era. So I'm more than anyone deliriously excited to see Godzilla and King Kong go head to head again. But I think that perhaps they might want to wait to ramp up. They learned from the long lead time from Godzilla, King of the Monsters, that I think people knew it was coming for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
I think they want to create excitement by doing the opposite. You know, they're going to wait till first of the year when the excitement for all these, everyone's coming back from the holidays, and they're going to hit us with a 1-2 punch, or in this case, Godzilla's atomic breath, and then 1-2 punches from
Kong himself.
And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's not a disaster. I can't wait to see this movie. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking they're just holding off to get all of this end of the year excitement out of the way, because Godzilla versus Kong is not. It doesn't scream Christmas to me, John. It doesn't scream the holidays.
It does not scream the. Although there's an opportunity there to put up a Kong versus Godzilla poster and put Santa hats on them for now, and everybody go ah. Aaron,
thinking Godzilla with little ornaments all over his gills.
Aaron, you know, Rob raises a good point that we've talked about before, is that, you know, with Godzilla King of the Monsters that was just out this year, that they dropped the first trailer for that a year in advance. And by the time the movie came out, everybody's like, wait, that didn't come out like 8 months ago?
Yeah.
And whatever.
They feel like they've already seen it.
So how do you see? Do you think it's like Rob is suggesting that it's just like, hey, they learned their lesson from the last movie. They just don't want it to get lost in the mix with all the Christmas marketing that's going on for all these other projects, and they'll get to it after the new year begins? Or is there something here to be concerned about? Or is it something in the middle? How do you see it?
Yeah, I think that it's more the holiday season than it is the lead time, because 3 months is not a long lead time. I mean, I think that if we were in April, for example, and this was going to be coming out in the summer and it was going to be a big summer blockbuster, then absolutely we would have seen posters. It's more about they don't want to get all gunked up in the muss of the holidays. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we see a teaser, maybe not a full trailer, but a little teaser that premieres maybe during a Thanksgiving football game or one of the early bowl games around like New Year's. I would not be surprised if we see just a little bit of a hint like, hey, get ready, because come January 2nd, we're going to be hitting you with a lot of Godzilla and King Kong, and that they just go balls out and really shove it down our throats in January. But yeah, I agree with Robert. I think it's just there's a lot going on right now, and you don't want to compete with all of the holiday films that are coming out and being advertised. But don't be surprised if we see a little bit of something. I do think, though, if there were major issues, we would be hearing more about, John, you got your finger on the pulse of what's going on. You know people. If there was a major problem, I think that someone would have whispered in your ear about it.
Yeah, and that's true. That's very astute, because no one said anything. And I would say, remember, this movie is contingent upon visual effects. And I don't think they want to show anything until they've got some really great finished shots. Godzilla King of the Monsters did, but this movie's been, it hasn't been in production that long for a big sci-fi visual effects epic. So maybe they're just waiting until they have some really great shots to show us.
Maybe no news is good news.
Yeah.
Maybe. Question is, guys, how are you feeling about it? Is it like, we're still way too early to panic, but maybe starting to raise our eyebrows? Do you see, no, they just learned their lesson from Godzilla. Christmas season, whatever. How do you guys feel about this? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.